Hello everybody, my name is Vonhelgen and I'm here to bring you some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I decided that I wanted to play a little more variety on the channel besides what we have been doing, and well, I'm not saying I'm the only one in the chat that likes Monster Hunter, but I'm the only one that's been really consistent about it. Our friend Janimba might join us at some point, probably not today, but the next time we decide to do this we might have more people. But regardless, we are here to actually enjoy some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak because I have an itch to slay monsters, and it's been a minute. And the PS5 / just console version got an update a few months ago, I think maybe even like a year ago at this point, got an update that brought it up to the PC version, which means we have access to a very particular monster, but we're not actually anywhere near it yet. So in order to get access to all the new stuff, we have to increase our anomaly rank, which if I recall, I can probably check here. Is it here somewhere? Oh, hold on. No, it's somewhere in the Hunter info, I wonder. Nope, that's tutorial, build cards, Hunter Connect. Huh. I don't think you can view it here. Oh, no, there it is. I'm at Anomaly Research 110, and I'm at 512, let's just say, Anomaly XP until I level up again. Well, I basically want to get my Anomaly Research as high as possible, because that's when we unlock new monsters. Technically, we have a new monster that we can fight right now, but we actually have two. But, well, it's both of these. This one is an elder dragon by the name of Velkhana, which you should have seen if you played Monster Hunter World, which you'll see why I don't like fighting this thing. And then this thing, I've never actually fought it before, but apparently it's an old monster. It's called a Matsu. So that's interesting. But for right now, we're just going to increase our anomaly rank because we get bonuses for fighting certain monsters.
How's everything?
So we have to slay an afflicted Bishaten. It expires after one more quest, so that means we can do it one time. So let's see if we have a Bishaten that's of 81 or higher. Investigation, yes we do. 104, look at that. Reward hit 0 when I faint 4 times. Cool, I don't plan on fainting 4 times. That's good enough for me. Alright. Now, I can do this by myself, or I could do it by myself but bring followers along, or I can try to send a join request and get people to help me. Anomaly requests are kind of hard to get people to join you, only because, like, people are such a higher level than me since I haven't been playing, so I doubt anyone will join me. So I usually just like to go with single player, bring followers along. For the sake of this session, this first one I'm going to do followers, but the next one I'll try to bring actual people with me. And you'll see why I like bringing followers in here in a second, because it kind of makes it a little too easy. Oh, and in case you're curious about the weapon I'm running Elemental Charge Blade, which means I have to have loadouts for each of the elements. So I have an Ice Charge Blade, a Thunder, a Fire, a Water, and a Dragon. Now if you notice that my armor doesn't really change in between all of these, but what does change is particular abilities that I have, because since I'm using a whole bunch of different elemental weapons, and they all have their own unique sharpness gauges, stats, and whatnot, I have to compensate with certain buffs. The most notable one is I have to compensate with various elemental buffs. So, like, obviously if I'm running a Thunder Charge Blade, I don't want to increase my ice attack. I want to increase my thunder attack since I'm using the thunder element. Not every monster has a very obvious elemental weakness, but you can check that by going to your hunter's notes and clicking on large monsters, and then it gives you a list of all the monsters. The one we are hunting is a Bishaten. So we want to go from here to its physiology and possibly ailments. If you're running something where you're trying to inflict ailments, it is really important. But realistically, what I'm looking for on a Bishaten is you'll see head, torso, foreleg, wing, hind leg, and tail on the right side of your screen. Now, next to all of those, it has an icon of a sword, hammer, and what looks to be a bullet. and then after all of those are the various elements. Now, the higher that value, the more that type of weapon is going to hurt them. So obviously, if I hit a Bashatin in the head with a sword or a hammer, or rather slashing or blunt damage, it does 70% of that damage. I'm not exactly sure the math, not necessarily, but clearly bigger number means it's going to hurt more. And if I were to hit it in the chest with my sword or my hammer, it's not going to do nearly as much. Now, the one I'm actually looking to are the elemental ones. So the Bashatin is actually very weak across the board to ice. Yes, it does take 20 damage to the head with fire, but the rest of fire is fairly weak in comparison to ice, which is 25 to the head, 15 to the torso, and 10 across the board, except for the tail, which is 20. So obviously I want to use an ice weapon, which is what I'm already using. I have this charge blade right here that I guess was made from a ice werewolf monster, which you can see at some point if I decide to fight one today. But of course, this is Monster Hunter, and Monster Hunter and a hunt is nearly complete unless you eat beforehand. Now, I appreciate Monster Hunter World in the way that they did it, only because it's like you get to eat a big-ass meal with like meat and fruit and vegetables, all this stuff. No, all the hunters in Kamura and I guess Elgato fuel themselves off of bunny dango, which is, if you know anything about Japanese culture, then you know what dango is, but as far as I know, it's just like a sweet, fluffy mochi treat on a stick to eat. So, you know, not necessarily the best when you're fighting monsters, but it's tasty. And this seems cute. You know, it's mandatory to do a dance every time you're served this. I don't know why I'm so extra. And boom! Now that little animation at the end only plays if all the abilities of the Dango activate, because you can select the Dango that you want to eat, and each Dango does something like different to give your character various buffs besides just increasing your health. I used a special ticket, which basically made sure that all of the bonuses procced automatically, which is usually a rare thing to use, but I'll show you later how you can just get a crap ton of them. It's not that hard. Alright, so we're gonna go kill a Bashatin, who lies in the Shrine Ruins. Alright, let's go. So the reason I do like single player more than anything is that, look at the squad. When you're playing single player and you bring followers with you, especially if you have the Sunbreak expansion, which is where they introduce it, I have two people here who have hunting horns, which is a support weapon, which is all about giving me various buffs. And what the? I've never seen them do that before. Okay, but on top of the fact that I can bring my dog and my cat, they both bring their dogs with them, which is fantastic. So that means we have not just 3 people, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I counted wrong, I'm gonna be honest. 3, 6, no, it was 7. I'm just tired. So now we have 7 people to fight the monster with us on one encounter. So it's fantastic. Now, granted, if I was playing with a full party of humans, then it would be 4 of us, and each of us was able to bring either 1 dog or 1 cat. So you can still get up to some pretty insane party combinations. But for the fact that I'm doing this by myself, and I have this many people with me, it's fantastic. Now, I'm running along this route here because in the Shrine Ruins and in pretty much all of the Monster Hunter Rise, you notice how my health isn't all that big right now? Well, it's because of these little things. I go around and I collect endemic life, which I can use to help me fight. I can collect various resources, but I can also find these little birds right here. When you walk next to these birds, see, they give you a buff. I actually ate a piece of dango that makes these buffs better. So I get more out of them with every one of these birds that I find, which is very useful. Also, because these are giant dogs, you can ride on them, which is fantastic. Oh, there's a dung beetle, but it's rolling around a ball of fire. So I can pick up the ball, and I can throw it at an enemy to inflict fire damage. Oh, yeah, and that thing I just used. So I guess the hunters in Kumura learned to use these little things. They're called wire bugs, and they're bugs that spin a very particular type of silk. When you throw out a wire bug, it spins the silk attached to your hand. And when you do that, it lets you do this shit. Woo! That's cool. And you even find the bigger ones, you can do this. Woo! Woo! See? Really useful. Now, the other thing the wire bugs are useful for is that they allow you to do these special moves that by using the silk that they produce, you're able to augment your weapons to do various things, which can be very, very useful to a hunter. There we go.
My stomach is rumbling. Is it snack time yet?
No. We just got here. Yeah, and an important part of monster hunting is to, at least in Monster Hunter Rise, is to run around and collect all the things you need beforehand. Now, there are plenty of people who don't do this because they think that it makes the game too easy, and you know what? That's entirely fine, and I actually entirely get it. Now, we do this. And, hey, Bashatin! What's up? Yeah! Oh. Hi, bud. Oh. Also, the other thing about, afflicted monster hunts is that they are definitely harder than normal ones. Which, isn't great for someone who hasn't played in a while. Ah, shit. I knew that was coming and didn't do anything about it. Ah! Ah! Nope. Fuck you. Go away. This. Charge up my shield. And after this, I'll explain... Ah! I'll explain what my weapon actually does, since that seems to confuse people sometimes when they watch me play. Because I use a weapon that can turn into a chainsaw. And do this shit. Yeah. Oh, gotta wait for that one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, he's moving. Whoa, whoa. Come here. I missed that one. That wasn't great. Ah, I knocked it down. Screw you. Yeah. We're having deep fried howler monkey. I think that's what you are. You're like the cross between a bird and a monkey. Oh. I did not like that. Yeah. So, if you notice, there's a bunch of these red bubbles. Were you running away from me? Yes, you are. Alright. I'm gonna sharpen my weapon. Oh, also, I didn't actually apply any of the buffs I need yet, either. That is a fault on my part. But, since I have this time period, I'm gonna pick up these things he drops. So, those red bubbles on him, afflicted monsters are basically monsters that are being attacked by, hundreds of these, little, blood sky leeches, and it makes them much more ferocious and much deadlier. Those red bubbles on his body are the leeches currently eating him, but it's also buffing him. So, what I want to do is I want to pop the bubbles, and it will hurt him and give me an advantage in the fight. Oh, crap. Now I'm poisoned. Block that. Come here. Please. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, missed that one. Oh, you hit me with that in midair. Oh, yes, see. We popped the blood, so now he's on the ground. He's weak. So he's got to just smack him around now. I'll show you exactly like how I like play the charge blade when we get out of this, because there's a training area where it actually show you what I'm doing here. Because I did kind of just drop this on you, I guess. Oh. See, now this is something called wyvern riding. I don't really do it that much anymore, so I actually disabled it. But I can show you what it does here later. So basically, when you reduce a monster's like stamina enough, then you can get on top of it and control it with the wire bug strings. And you can do a whole bunch of damage to it, or you can actually use it to fight other monsters. And in turn, use other monsters to fight the monster that you're actually hunting. So it's really useful. I don't do it that much anymore just because like it messes up my DPS a little bit, and there's plenty of other people who want to do it. So I usually just let them do it. Because normally, you initiate a wyvern ride pretty much as soon as like it becomes available. Oh shit. Hi bud. I need to just stand still. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, get down from there. Yep, that's what I said. Get down. Stay on the ground. Not like that. Yeah. Let me hit there. No, I didn't. I just got hit there. Damn. So I basically have a lot of skills on my armor, which basically make it so when I get hit, there's a chance that I either won't take damage, I won't actually get staggered, so I can continue my attack, or a myriad of other things. Because the playstyle using this weapon, ironically enough, despite it having a shield, is very, very reckless, so I like to give myself as many opportunities as I possibly can to not take damage. And having hunting horn, like people here, like also do that, because they gave me something called Sonic Barrier, so I have a chance to just not take nearly as much damage, or sometimes any damage. It is fantastic. You're breaking so many parts on this monster, it's beautiful. And if you ever played Monster Hunter, this is the game, really, pretty much. You basically run around and collecting things, and you eventually fight the monster that you're hunting. And if you ever played like Dark Souls, it's not a one-for-one, but imagine every monster that you fight in this game is a Dark Souls boss. Obviously, there are some that are easier than others, just like there are some that are very, very difficult to fight. But, oh, God. But yeah, it varies between like game to game. This is definitely the most high-flying action that Monster Hunter has ever had, realistically. Ooh, I blocked that perfectly, so I staggered him. Cool. Now, normally, when you're hunting like monsters in this game, if they're not afflicted or what are called elder dragons, which I'll explain later, you basically can weaken them enough to capture them, and you'll actually get more rewards for capturing them. But afflicted monsters are effectively poisoned or, you know, diseased, so you can't really use any of their parts, like, say, for something very special. So you can't just, like, bring them with you, because then you'd be bringing the infection with you. Ooh, it's pissed. It pissed. Oh, it is angry. Oh, it's angry! Come on. Come on, do the thing. Oh, I just took that to the mouth. Ugh. Come on. Oh, bring out the flash fruit. Ha! I blocked it. Fuck you. And yes, you can somehow block being flashed. I guess that's probably more along the lines you put the shield up in front of my face before he could do it. Oof. Now my sword's actually out of power right now, so I need to charge it up. Oh, well, never mind. Someone smacked it in the mouth and it died. And now we can carve with the monster.
I thought you were amazing.
You get all sorts of materials from that.
You make me proud to be your sister.
Afflicted
In
pureblood.
fact, both of you
Huh.
are amazing. You've inspired me to work harder.
I'm sure we did. So, just a quick little tutorial. The way the charge blade works is what it says on the tin. I hit the monsters and I block attacks while it's in sword mode to eventually do this, which I instill a charge into a battery in the shield. Then I can put the sword in and then charge it up like this, and then it turns into a giant buzzsaw that I can, you know, move around the battlefield just carving things up. So that's like the whole point of this build. Now, there are 14 weapons in Monster Hunter total, and all sorts of different playstyles for all of them.
I hope I was a help and not a hindrance.
So some of them, it can be a little odd to get a hold of, but when you do, the payoff is massive with how powerful they are. Oh, cool. This is the reward screen. This is all like the materials that we got off the monster. So these are target rewards. So these are rewards that we actually got from the monster itself. This is for just like completing it. It doesn't matter in how we complete it. If we killed it, if we captured it, if it was not an inflicted monster, these are just the rewards we get. And I got a high rarity beast gem, which is nice. So these are quest rewards. These are specifically things that I get for completing the quest. So these are armor spheres, which allows me to upgrade my armor pieces. Investigation coins, which are very much connected to the anomaly quests. You have anomaly jewels, which are used to make these jewels you can slot in your armor to give them more effects. These are quest bonus rewards because we did so well. We got vouchers, essences, and more crafting materials, which, by the way, most of these are just various crafting materials. Broken part rewards, we actually got these ones because we broke various parts of the monster, so it increased the amount of rewards we got. And also, you want to break parts of the monster in order to hinder it and reduce the amount of attacks that it can do. There are some monsters where if you chop off their tail, they can't actually use certain tail attacks. There are certain monsters where if you effectively break their face, then they can't use certain breath weapons. So it's always useful to go for part breaking. And yeah, these are all just special things here. Then my Palico, which by the way, the Palico are the little talking cat monsters that follow you around. They help you fight and can even steal items like for the monsters. So these are just stats from like reward points to Chimera points to hunter ranks to all sorts of other crap. I never paid attention to this. And that fight took around 12 minutes. So, yeah. And research request completed, you'll see on the right side there. Yeah, you basically just want to fight and kill monsters that he asks you to do, and then you get more monsters and more points to use. Alright. And thanks to all your hard work, our anomaly research is moving right along. Big thanks! And we have some new anomaly research quests for you. That's right, A6 quests are now up for grabs. These are some pretty crazy quests, but nothing our MVP can't handle, right? Chiche already has the info. And speaking of info, we're starting to see real results from our research. I've already got some new stuff worked out. I was talking to Minlay about it, and her eyes just lit up. I think she's got something for you. You should go talk to her. Now, I know you're putting in work out there, and I appreciate it, but don't forget to eat, and make sure you're getting plenty of rest. Why don't you tell me what to do? So yeah, this is Bahari. Oh, there's more stuff going. Thanks to your research contributions into the anomaly, we've discovered more undocumented afflicted monsters, and sooner or later we'll be asking you to investigate these monsters, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he means ruthlessly hunt down and slaughter these monsters that are being eaten alive by sky leeches. Investigate. Yeah, gotcha. Same deal. You get some new materials to enhance your gear, and I further my anomaly research. Everyone benefits. Except the monsters. Ooh, more things for people to talk to. So this is Chiche. So, in case you're curious, her name is Chiche, the quest damsel, but she's actually the princess of the monarchy that rules this place. But she, you know, wants to work and help people out during the crisis, so she's down here doing stuff for us. I have more afflicted monster quests for you, and there are so many of them now, and it seems more and more being reported each day. I hope this doesn't mean another plague is coming. Stop being a royal pain sheet, just deliver the info. I've compiled a list detailing A6 afflicted monster quests. Please have a look when you get a chance. And do be careful.
Be sure to check the special quest.
Yep. More anomaly quests. Yeah, so these ones are glowing red, which means I'm going to have to start fighting monsters that are much more harder. Like an Espinas, a Gormagala, Raknakadaki, Rajang. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, these are going to suck. Right now, it wants me to slay an afflicted magma Almudrin. Now, Almudrin is a monster that primarily was a mud-dwelling monster. It's imagine just like a mudkip, and it just kind of rolls around in the mud. Well, this is a version that learned to roll around in magma and lava, so it's a lot more dangerous than mud. But let's see what the blacksmith has to say.
Are things.
Hey there, Helga. I'm taking it Bahari told you I got something for you. Well, he's right. So Bahari was going on about his new anomaly discovery, and suddenly, boom, it hit me like a hammer upside my noggin. I thought I should make a decoration to help y'all fight against blood blight, and so I did. I call it the Bloody Jewel. Slot that bad boy in, and it'll help reduce the effects of blood blight. Good stuff, right? I added it to the list of rampage decorations, so make sure to check it out, and just holler if you want me to bang one out for you.
Hey there.
So, see, decorations are the things you slot into your armor, and they give you extra abilities. Now, the one she just said is this one, Bloody Jewel. During Blood Blight, attack will increase in accordance with vitality recovered by attacking. Effect ends when Blood Blight ends. It's actually kind of good. I don't necessarily need it, and it doesn't really fit into my build too well. As far as I know, like I don't have a slot on here that's a level 2 I could just take out. Yeah. So we just got to deal with the fact we don't have it, but that's fine, because all Blood Blight does is that when you're afflicted with it, if you try drinking a potion to heal yourself, it's going to be not nearly as effective. In fact, it'll be practically worthless. But the benefit of Blood Blight is that whenever you are afflicted with it, you actually get a bonus. If you've ever played the game Bloodborne, basically in Bloodborne, anytime you get hit and take a damage, there's a certain amount of your health you can get back by as soon as you get hit, you attack the thing that hit you, and you basically get your blood back, which sounds kind of odd. Blood Blight works the same way. You get afflicted with Blood Blight, your healing sucks, and you start to bleed out. But as long as you're attacking the monster, you get your health back. So it's sort of like a trade-off. You get hit by this thing, and it sucks, but if you're aggressive enough, you can actually use it to your advantage. And that jewel basically makes it more advantageous, which I've thought about using, but I don't really know where I would slot it in. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go look around for more monster quests.
There's a special quest for you.
So investigations, and we have to fight an Almudron of 61 or higher. Now the issue is I don't know if there is an afflicted Almudron here that I can use, so we'll see. Target, and it will be a Magma Almudron. Search, we got one, and it is high enough. It's at 79. Time limit of 35 minutes. Ugh. Well, I mean, that last one took 12, but we'll see. I love my followers. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Let's go do a request of someone else. I.e., let's go help someone. Search settings, party size for players max, materials 1 to 111. Hit the search button. Oh, right, hold on. Oh, shit, I probably shouldn't have done this. Well, that's fine. We're basically going to sit here, and we're going to wait. And actually, now thinking about it, we're going to cancel, because I realize I haven't eaten yet. Because when you search for online quests, it pulls you right into the quest, so
I need a break.
I need to eat first. Yeah, this one. Let's skip the little cutscene. There you go.
Time
All right.
to go.
This one's join a quest, anomaly, investigations. Yep, let's go. And normally, we would wait here long enough to try to effectively find a quest. The problem is that like if I'm doing this stuff, then I don't actually have I don't have a good chance of finding anybody. Oh. All right, as I talk shit. Okay, we're fighting an anomaly investigation versus a DRaGonaTOr. That's gonna be a very easy one. Okay, give me a quick second. We're gonna enter in here because I need to change my equipment. I'm assuming this thing is weak to probably fire. So we'll use the fire blade. And if not, I can quickly check and we'll have to run back in here. But let's see. Hunter's notes, launch monster. Tiratodas. Does not like lightning. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's a water monster. This is why you research beforehand, but, you know, I never plan to be smart. Alright, good enough for me. Alright. Take one of these. Get on my dog. And now, what I didn't do last hunt is I have these little potions I can drink. When I take these potions, they give me buffs. They'll last for the entire hunt or until I'm dead. It's a Daimyo Shogun. We're gonna not fuck with him. Giant crab monster. He's not fun to fight. Now we do the same thing we did in the beginning, which is we look around for as many of these fucking things we possibly can find. Oh. Here, then we'll here. Here. So that's max. It's my... Okay, there we go. We're maxed out. As much as I would want, so... And yes, I am treating my dog like Yoshi. I'm just kind of jumping off of him when I need him. So now we gotta go find the monster everyone's fighting. Which I believe is actually under here. Boop.
So much power!
Alright then. But yeah, I believe we're going here. There he is. Oh, he's using a hunting horn. Oh god. Hi. Ah, mud. Oh, crap. I think this guy's almost dead, too. Oh, crap! So that's what happens when you don't break the blood blight immediately. The monster explodes and deals a lot of damage to you. You know, being caught in a corner with this thing is not necessarily great, so... Oh, it's out of the ground now. Oh, so someone else using Charged Blade. Brother! Won't you run? Stay over here and take your lumps. Oh, damn! That, hit that man in the face and he just exploded.
Ooh, I'll be taking some of this.
Let's see.
Yeah, another charge. Oh, he's using the Narwa charge blade. It's like the specific charge blade that I'm using right now. So the charge blades that I have equipped for all my various elements are specifically used for the elemental build I'm using, but there are other elemental charge blades, which are also good for using the other part of using a charge blade, which I wonder if I can show you before we stop. So, you charge it up, yep, then you do this combo, and you do this shit. Yeah! See? And when it's fully charged and you do that, you create like a line of lightning that does a whole crap ton of damage. And it's really, really good for stunning monsters and hurting them really badly. But the version I'm using is, you know, obviously mostly using it like a chainsaw. Yep. Lots of bonuses. Yeah, so also helping other hunters out is also really good too. Okay, now we did that. And now let's go do our quest. Okay. I want target. Ludrin. There you go. I'll just bring my followers this time. There you go. Let's go eat. Continue.
Time to go.
Oh, right. Here, hold on. We'll cancel this real quick. And I'm gonna go back and show you something real quick, so it can be forever said that I at least did an attempt to show you how this works. Alright. We're in the training area. So, the way that my weapon works and the way that I'm using it. So, obviously, you have your sword and your shield. I can guard with the shield, and that helps to, you know, not take damage. It's also one of the best guards in the game simply because of how fucking massive it is. But whenever you get hit, then your stamina drains. So I want to hit the monster, and if you notice in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see an axe symbol and a shield symbol underneath the yellow bar. And you'll see a bunch of gray, what looks like potions or something. When I hit monsters, those start to light up, and then they eventually get red. Then I do this, and I charge the shield, and now they're all filled up in white. Now that they're like that, I can use them. They are filled vials. So now, when I do something like this, I do this, bah, there, and now the monster's stunned. That's one move I can do, but that's not what this build is for, as you've seen. This build is for doing this, then I do that move, and I spin like this. Now what that did is that it charged up my shield. Now obviously with the shield charged like this, I can take various hits and it would hardly move me. But the real reason why I have that is so I can do something like this, charge it up, and now it's the axe. It is the chainsaw I've been using. And that move right there is called a wire bug move. So the wire bug move in this case is basically where I just hit this button and then I rise up in the sky and I saw them in half. Now the other moves there are is that if I hit the triangle button, there's me standing still, and I use an overhead and a rising, and if I just keep hitting that button, that's just what that does. Now if I hit circle, it uses element of discharge, so it does more damage and it does more hits. And that little move I just did right there. Oh, okay. So you see right there, I actually messed up. So the reason that after that initial hit, so okay, get this off. So the reason after I do this, so I'll walk forward, hit him with this, then do that, and I do this, is to stop that like big move from happening, because that big move will happen if I don't do this. So if I do this, I can increase my DPS by a lot more by just doing this over and over again. Yep. And if I can't do the thing that I need to do, then it starts to go into that like superpose where I'll do that big hit. But if I want to cancel it, I can also just hit right trigger again, and it will cancel out and charge up like my shield again, even if I don't have the vials for it. So that's basically the combo loop that I go for. And obviously, if I have to use my shield, this is the combo that I use to get myself charged up again. And then this is what I use to try and get the monster into a down state, or I'll use this in order to get away from the monster while still dealing damage. And while I'm in the air, I can do various moves like that, where I can use one of my vials to actually do a backdash. So I'll do that. Then there, I can bounce myself away out of danger. Now, there are various other silk binds that you can get and use for all the weapons. In fact, there's at least a handful more for this weapon I'm just not using because it's not my style. But I think I'm using one of the other ones. For instance, this is one. That move is called the Ready Stance. That does technically use one of my wire bugs. And the Ready Stance, obviously, besides giving me a way to cancel out of an attack that I'm doing to ready for another one, is that it also acts as a way to guard. And if I can manage to catch a monster when I'm using that guard, then I can go right into an ultimate elemental discharge, which is what this is. Now, I said before, I don't go out of my way to do that, but if I can freely get one off on a counter, then I will happily do that. Now, another little side point that's not actually attached to the charge blade or anything else is the purple aura I have around me. So the armor set that I'm actually wearing does something to me. It gives me something known as Frenzy. Now, Frenzy is a very old thing in Monster Hunter, and it starts from a very particular monster called Gormagala, which basically is a monster that radiates this disease, or rather this virus. But the virus obviously makes you way more violent and way more aggressive. If it procs all the way, then it actually reduces your damage and you get hurt quite a bit. But if you can attack, which you can actually see if you look on the upper left-hand corner, right past my name, that purple bar that's slowly going up, if that gets the full, then I'm screwed. However, if I can attack enough while that's filling up, you'll notice it starts to turn blue, which I'll actually get it. I have to hit enough times to do that. Yeah, see, it starts to turn blue. Now, if I attack enough while that's charging, then there you go. The purple bar goes away, and now I'm actually buffed with the Frenzy, and now I do a lot more damage as long as I have that buff, and I can't build up any more Frenzy while that buff is active. So it's kind of like playing with fire. It's a very good buff to have, but if you are not a super aggressive player, or the weapon you're using isn't super aggressive like my charge blade is, then you're just gonna end up getting yourself into more danger than the amount of power that you would get normally from it. So it's a dangerous way to play, but it is useful. Alright, so that's more or less how my playstyle works using this weapon. Just wanted to show you all that so you can get a good idea of why I'm fighting the way that I'm fighting. Okay. Let's go do this research investigation truly for this time. And what I'll make this promise. I prefer to do the investigations when I pick them by myself with my single player party. But after every one of these that we'll do, we'll go do a random quest with people. Because sometimes those are still fun too. Oh, and now we're in the magma area. Which, you know, makes sense since we're fighting a magma monster. Which I didn't actually check to see what it's weak to, which, let's be honest, if it's a magma monster, it should be weak to, you know, water damage. Yep, it's mostly weak to water damage, but it does take a decent amount of damage from ice, too. So, let's take some of these, and we actually have to run back into the tent, because we have to go change out of our lightning charge blade. Magma, change equipment to loadout, water charge blade. Ah, there it is. That on. Alright, there you go. Now, the thing that I just added there was that sometimes I forget to add certain things into my armor sets. So all that was just a extra piece of defense that I was able to add. Not super important, but it's better than having an empty slot. Okay. Pick that up. Nope. I did not mean to jump off. It's a little harder to find spirit bugs in this place in comparison to the Shrine Ruins, because like I have like a definitive route in the Shrine Ruins that I can like travel to. It'd be fine. I kind of have a route for this one, but it's a little more haphazard. Get out the dog. Right, yeah, right triggers how I jump with the dog. All right. Puppet spider. And I'll try using some of the endemic life this time around, but just because of how aggressive I need to be with my build to make it work, I just tend to forget about doing other things. Okay, so that's max. Damage still needs to be maxed out some. Now the monsters currently on the map are a WhErEs, a Rathalos, and then our target, the Magma Almudron. Now, Rathalos is basically Monster Hunter. It's like, if you've ever seen a picture of Monster Hunter, like, odds are you've seen a giant flying red dragon monster. That's Rathalos.
Our experience will only make you stronger.
And, oh, actually, yeah, there he is. Hey, bud, what you doing? Now, the other monster that's here is called a WhErEs, and the WhErEs is, you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z? He's basically a Super Saiyan. Yeah. Now, granted, he's based off of what's, the original Super Saiyans were based off of from the show. They're based off of the mythical creature called an Ozaru, which is basically a giant ape monster that is just pissed off all the fucking time. And that's actually where Saiyans come from. At least as far as I know. Oh, we're actually about to run past this guy. Hey, Rathalos. Not here to fuck with you. Yep, and he knows that because he's running away. Yeah. Our Almudron's actually over here somewhere. Okay, hold on. Did I already drink my potions? Not yet. Ah! Alright, these little spider things are evil too. There are potions. We use his powder too. These powders give us more stuff. Okay. Now we're actually going to sharpen our thing. Oh, we actually get something for killing the arachnoids? Alright, hold on. There you go. I didn't realize there's something I needed to do for that. Alright, cool. Now, we're going to head down. Hey, bud. Now I'm gonna block, because you usually block the roars. Oh, he didn't roar. Ah! Alright. Almudron did not come here to play. Oh, the WhErEs showed up. Now I'll show you a weapon ride. Yeah. Alright, hold on. We're actually gonna do this. Because I want to ride the WhErEs, because the monster I'm trying to kill is the Almudron, so... Alright, now we're on a giant monkey. Watch this. Nyah! 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 Brah! Brah! And now Mounted Punisher is like the super attack. Brah! Whoop!
I'll let you go for now. I've never seen a more skilled. You're not getting near the village.
Alright. Nyah! Nyah! Oh, he's about to roar. Oof. Oh shit. That's not good. Oh, now it's pissed. Oh god, I was in the wrong spot for that. Now he's got a big ball on the end of his tail. Ugh. I have not fought one of these things nearly enough. Like, fighting normal Almudron already sucks. And this one can inflict Fire Blight. I'm trying to get close to him. Come on. And he's running away. Ugh. Jeez, that was not a great first round. We were able to get a Rajang over here, so it did help deal damage, though, which is good. Okay. We're gonna sharpen again. When your weapon loses sharpness, you don't do nearly as much damage.
To keep your weapon sharp.
Yep, that's why I do it. Alright. Pick up this extra wire bug, so we have another charge of it. I think it's down here. Hello! Roar! There he goes. God damn! That's not good. Ugh. There we go. Busted the ball at its end so it doesn't have nearly as much attack power. Come on. Drink some more parts.
Oh, thanks.
Oof. Come here. God, I timed that wrong. Oof. Hell away from you. Ah. A roar. There it is. Okay.
It's gonna target you. Something bad's gonna be fearful.
Some big bullshit.
Thanks, I needed that.
Okay. Give me that. Oh shit.
Thanks very much.
I just rolled right into that. I am so stupid. Okay. I will be fine is that if I can hit him, but I'm kind of running away right now. I'm on the back foot. Yep. Ah, oh, fuck me. Yeah, that was my own fault. I didn't realize I was out of blood blight, so I could have just actually just healed. Now, the worst part about dying is that you do have to reapply your buffs. Also, I'm acting like too afraid too. It's like the other issues that if I act like I don't know what I'm doing, then I get killed. I have to be super aggressive with this build, or I will die. Okay. Let's head up over here.
My stomach is rumbling. Is it snack time yet?
No. Snack time once we kill this thing. I mean, research it. Yes, research. I just know where this thing is going. I think it's going up here. Or it's extra hot and spicy. Right? Or is it up? No, it's up, isn't it? Hold on. That's not a button. Detailed map, there you go. Okay, it was up top. I was just dumb. Okay. Hold on, we're gonna do something special. As long as this thing doesn't run away. I'm trying to do this. Hey, bud, I need you just to stay just right here for a second. Just stay right there. Thank you. You're gonna be a great help. There. Now, I can ride this thing and take it to go kick the ass of the thing that just killed me. Hey, bud, what's good? Oof. There you go. Fuck you.
Impressive writing skill. That was quite a performance.
Oh, God. Yeah, these allies are incredibly useful to have. Like, they're not going to be doing any substantial damage to the monster by any... Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh my god, my nose has been itchy this entire time and it has not been going away. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I might have to take a quick break after this just to see why my nose keeps being very itchy. God. That's not good. I'm gonna get hit by that one. Oh, God. Oh, it went to sleep. Cool.
Might as well sharpen this thing.
I don't know why my nose is so fucking itchy. Hold on. Oh. I can block this. Hey, fuck you. Blocked it. Oh, it is very weak. Oh, next to the rock. That's not good. There you go. I severed its tail, which you can't really tell too much on an Almudron because, like, his backside is like 80% tail, so you can't really chop off that much of him. I thought I died, gonna be honest.
Just what I expected from the hero of Kimura. You did great. You were great too, Minoto. How about we celebrate with some dongo?
I've already made the arrangements. The message should be delivered by now. Let's make our way back.
Alright. Carve up this monster. Alright, now I gotta go find where I severed its tail. There it is. Hell yeah.
If you will excuse me.
Almudron tail, hell yeah. Which I know some of you probably went, well, yeah, of course you got the tail, you severed it. I'm like, you'd be surprised. Sometimes I carved the tail and it gave me, like, a claw. The game is very inconsistent with some of the things it gives you. Is my mustache getting too long? Is that what my nose itches? That itches, it tickles. Like the whole hunt, I get down to take my hand off the controller because my nose is just getting irritated. Ugh. Yep. There you go. We just did that. Okay. That was an hour stream. I'll be back with either more Monster Hunter today or more Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something else. The weekend is basically my oyster, so I'm just going to keep streaming today, and I'll at least stream an hour each for whatever I'm doing. So, always remember to check your popsicles to make sure they're not actually bananas in disguise. And I'll see you some other time. Bye.